Hello YouTube world, my name is Nicholas Montez, and you're watching my YouTube channel, The Teenage Movie Critic, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, everybody. And in today's video, it is March 31st, and today we are going to be doing my ranking of my tier list of every single movie, first time watch, and new release that I saw in the month of March. Saw a pretty good amount of movies, but I'm excited to do this again. Let's go ahead and get started. So I'm actually just going to combine the movies of March, like new releases, and like the lists of videos I'm doing is going to be contained in this one stream. So after first time watches, we'll be doing new releases because there's actually not that many. I've only seen 5. So let's start off with this list. First off, we have Bright. This was a David Ayer movie. I was trying to get ready to watch Working Man, which I have not checked out yet, but good thing I checked out all his movies, so maybe I can do a ranking in the future. As for Bright, I thought it was fine. I mean, it could have been way better with Will Smith working with an alien cop. We have Seven. This is actually my favorite movie of the month that I saw for first time watches. I loved this one. So yeah, it's going in A tier. Next up we have The Gorge, which was actually a film I was late on from February. And I actually really loved it. I thought it was an action romance horror film that also has a really good soundtrack too. So I'm putting this one in the B category. Next up we have next up we have Heart Eyes. Heart Eyes is a very clever film. Honestly, delivered a lot more better than I expected, where unlike other films, it actually develops like a love story that is really engaging. So I actually really loved this one. So B. We have End Watch or something like that. It's basically the police movie with Jake Gyllenhaal and Michael Pena. This movie is fantastic. You're gonna go in A tier. Then we have Heat. Heat was alright. I'll put it in B. It was really good. Paddington was good, but I honestly feel like it could have been way better than what it deserved. So I'll put it in C. Actually, no, I don't like this. So yeah. We have Coda, C. I'll put it in C. Hard Boiled is pretty good, and I'll give that a B and a C. Belfast is good. I'll put it in C. The Host, put it here. The Joy Luck Club, I really don't remember much of this one here. This one, meh. Mother, yeah, I kind of don't remember this one. Presence, also a D. Me, Dupree, I'll give it a solid score. Tokyo was pretty good. He Named Me Malala, yeah, I'll put it in at the end of B. Darby O'Gill and the Little People, solid movie. I enjoyed the movie fine. I Am Patrick, alright. Memories of Murder, yeah, pretty good. On the Basis of Sex, yeah, pretty good. What's this one? On Their Own, I guess? Yeah, I don't really remember this one. Last Breath, okay. Aaron Brockovich, okay. 21 Bridges, I feel like could have been way better, but it was alright. Commitments, okay. The Iron Jawed, Little Woman, yeah, Little Woman. She said Suffragette, This movie I don't remember. Little had so much potential, but it kind of failed. I'm not gonna lie. The Wind Dream. Yeah, I don't remember this one. Gaslight. Probably the wrong thing I used, but it's okay. The Red Shoes. All right. She's beautiful when she's angry. Wanda. All right. Gilda. The Luck of the Irish. The Commitments. Wait, wasn't that The Commitments? Or am I tripping? Oh no, wait, I think this was 9 to 5. So yeah, it's still good. Quiet Man. Carmen Jones. RBG. Flight Risk. Oh yeah, this was terrible. Wolfman. Oh yeah, this was definitely terrible. Welcome to Collinwood. Yeah, terrible. Chef. All right, now we're getting to some of the realer, more better movies on this list. Chef was a movie I just watched like yesterday, and I actually really dug it. I thought it was a great little movie about this Jon Favreau and him being a chef and him trying to work out a relationship with his son. It's kind of crazy that he chose Scarlett Johansson over Sofia Vergara and stuff. It was just a fun time, so I loved this one, and that's why it'll go in B. Actually, no, wait, yeah, you'll go here. Companion, I thought was all right. Sound of Music. So, I've been wanting to talk about this movie because I believe that this movie just hit its 50-year anniversary or something like that. That's exciting. And so far, the movie is great. And I haven't seen Mary Poppins yet, and I have a very special project that I'm planning, not school project, a project of my own that I am going to be doing for YouTube for the next few years that is involving Disney content, and The Sound of Music is on Disney Plus. So I have finally seen this one, which is an iconic Julie Andrews movie, and I have plans to see Mary Poppins this summer, so I am super excited to watch that. As for the Sound of Music itself, the music is top tier. That's all I can really say for right now, but it is amazing, so you're going in A. The Lion King at the Hollywood Bowl. Sorry about that. The Lion King at the Hollywood Bowl is fantastic. It is everything I ever wanted it to be. The only thing that I actually wish from this thing is I wish it was longer. That's the only thing I didn't like from this movie. But overall, it was such a fantastic experience being able to watch this from home. And honestly, I watched this as I was going to Disney, and I had a lot of fun watching it. Founder. This was a very interesting movie about the discovering of McDonald's. And Michael Keaton's performance as Ray Kroc is pretty angry, where he acts nice at first, and then once he has control, he's able to do it, and it is pretty great. So I'll put this one in B. Then we have Street Kings. Actually, matter of fact, I'm putting these two in the A tier. Yeah, I think these are great. Cherry. Cherry is another great movie that I thoroughly enjoyed, and I think it was absolutely amazing. You're going to go, and I don't care what anyone says, it was great. Kick-Ass 2, yeah, I loved this one. Probably not as good as the first film, but it has a lot of great action. So I'll put this one, yeah, I'll put it there. The Woman King, it's the same thing with Heat. It's very good, but it's also kind of boring too. Queen of Katwe, I don't know if I said that right. We're going in B. Love Hurts. I'll put this one in the C tier. Put that one in C. Sabotage, another really good movie. You're Cordially Invited. Harsh Times. Frida. And then these two, yeah, and then, yeah. Let's move on to first-time watches, to new releases, shall we? Which, once again, there's not much really to talk about with this list. We have Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Well, not Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, this is just Snow White. The remake of Snow White, Disney's newest remake. I actually thought it was pretty good. For everyone that is just trashing it and saying, oh yeah, this is just another flop from Disney, to be honest, I don't really agree with that. Now, it's not a perfect movie by any means, but it's much better than what I thought it was going to be. And that they actually created a interesting story here. Where I feel like all of the stuff that you didn't really get development on in the original movie, you actually kind of get it. You kind of get it here. Though I kind of wish it had a little bit more development on stuff. But overall, it did for what it's worth. It has good comedy. It's sweet. And it works. So I'll put this one in B. Then we have the Plankton movie. And this one was also pretty frustrating because, once again, they're making another character movie about a side character, SpongeBob, that I'm not entirely a big fan of. In which they did the Sandy Cheeks movie last year, and I wasn't a huge fan of that. So them making a Plankton movie didn't really surprise me, but somehow, some way, this movie was somewhat okay. Like, they actually started diving into, like, the stuff with Plankton and Karen, which I thought was kind of interesting, and their love story. And it was also kind of a musical, in which some songs kind of worked, but also kind of didn't. And I'm also not entirely the biggest fan of the animation style they use in these movies since Sandy Cheeks. But I'll put this one in C. Then we have The Electric State. Yeah, as the next Russo Brothers film right before the next two Avengers movies. Yeah, this one is pretty weak. It's actually kind of crazy that they can't make a great movie. I mean, besides Cherry, I thought Cherry was great. It's besides that, they can't really make a great movie outside of what they were always good at. That's kind of frustrating. But I'll put it in, like, the D. It was decent enough. Then we have Mickey 17. I thought this film was fine. It was a nice Bong Joon-ho film direction, so I'll take it. It goes B. And then finally, we have Alexander and the Very Horrible, No Good, Bad Road Trip. And I was a big fan of the original version that Fox released about, like, 11 years ago. And when they announced that Disney's making one, except it's with a Hispanic cast, I kind of got excited for that. And I was liking the approach. It's not, like, at a birthday party. It's at a road trip. And I thought it was kind of fun, you know? And I think that Disney had a 2-week period where one was releasing a movie in theaters and one was releasing a movie on Disney Plus, and it kind of worked. It was nice. And then what's actually crazy is they're going to be going crazy the next month with streaming, with well, not really much of streaming, but like streaming documentary stuff, with like the Goofy movie documentary and the 2 Disney nature documentaries with like sea lions or seagulls or whatever. I don't know. Seals or something. I don't know. But I'm excited to watch those documentaries next month. As for this, I'll put you in B. And yeah, it's kind of an odd ranking in the way I did this ranking, because there's nothing that I loved. If I watched A Working Man or something like that, I probably would have loved it. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the month of March and everything. And if you want to see this list again, yeah, there it is. And that's pretty much all of the movies that I saw in the month of March 2025. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.